Just as we have 5 aspects of verbal presentation, we have 5 elements of physical choices when we present or speak. So the first is body position. Here we want to make sure that our shoulders are facing our audience. If there's a podium, we don't want to lean on a podium because everyone this way doesn't pay attention to us. So body position is simple, but we want to make sure we're facing our audience. Our second choice, don't mind me as I get closer and further away from the camera here, are gestures. Sometimes we end up putting our hands in our pockets, or we try to hide our hands in our sleeves, or we tap, or if there's a podium, we tap on the podium. Maybe we play with our hair a lot, or keep fixing our shirts. Gestures should be simple. Maybe we just want to do this or that. Or maybe we're counting something off as we're going through a presentation. We want to make sure we know what we're doing with our hands at any time. And sometimes it's okay if they're just at our sides, resting on a podium. But we want our gestures to be intentional. We want to pay attention that we're not fidgeting. Another physical choice we have to make is eye contact. Eye contact is challenging if we don't prepare for a presentation, but we should always try to be looking forward, maybe once to our right, once to our left, back again at the center. We don't always want to look at the same person all the time. We don't want to stare someone down. We don't want to just stare down the teacher. Look around. We want to engage our audience. If we can't make eye contact, we should at least be aiming to look at people's foreheads. It's close enough and it gives us a connection, but we have to be well rehearsed. We can't be stuck just reading a script. That's not a presentation, that's a reading. So eye contact helps as we prepare more. The word poise is how we stand. So although body position means we're facing our audience, poise means our feet, which you can't see in the video, are shoulder width apart. So here are my shoulders, my feet are there, my knees are slightly bent, and it's a pretty comfortable stance. We don't want to lock our knees. That's when people start getting like lightheaded or worried. Our knees should bounce a little bit. Our weight should be on the balls of our feet, which is right there by our toes. It's not quite a defensive stance from volleyball, but it's a nice, comfortable stance. This is poise. We should be really comfortable here. Our shoulders should be back a little bit. We don't want to slouch or cross our arms over. Just really nice and comfortable. And sometimes we have to just pause and help ourselves get into this position before we present. Our last element here are facial expressions. Now, we don't want to do goofy things like wink at the audience. But if it's something funny, we should smile. If it surprises us, we should raise our eyebrows a bit. Sometimes when we're so focused on the words, we don't tell a story with our facial expressions. So we want to make sure that is part of our choices when we present. So these are our 5 aspects of physical presentations. We have facial expressions, poise, eye contact, gestures, and body position. Please work on these as you prepare your own presentations for class.